My name is Abbey Ellis. I am studying early childhood education and exceptional needs. I will graduate in spring of 2024 and I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I student taught at the Ben and Maxine Miller Child Laboratory here on Purdue's campus, and I did that during the summer of 2023. I've wanted to become a teacher for as long as I've known. I think I had great teachers growing up, and I just wanted to be that type of person for a child, to go into a classroom and smile and have joy and learn. I love working with kids, and I love, just that community of a school, and love being around other educators, so teaching is just something that I've always wanted to do. I chose the College of Education purely because, talking to past pupils, they had everything great to say. I know that talking to a lot of the educators here, they were really excited to, have me and have, a different experience, and I felt very welcomed in the College of Education. And from that I've created great friendships, lifelong friends. I was super grateful to have this opportunity to be here, and hopefully in the future I can come back to Purdue and be in the College of Education. I chose to specialise in exceptional needs because I was interested in how that would be different from a normal education program. I was lucky enough to be able to experience that during my student teaching, and I loved it, and it was different, and it made teaching very exciting. The children that you work with, they're very grateful to have you, and I'm very grateful to teach them, and it's something I really want to do as I go further in my teaching. My student teaching experience had included special needs children inside the classroom, so I had both children with special needs and children that without. So it was a mixed classroom. Honestly, I loved it. I thought it was really fun and engaging, watching children engage with each other in different ways. So that was really a great experience. My student teaching experience with exceptional needs children impacted me in a way that I just want to continue working with exceptional needs. I learned so many skills, and I know there's way more to learn, so I really want to go down that pathway in my future. My favourite memory in student teaching was probably the last day I had with the children and the staff. I got gifts from the children and everyone was smiling. It was sad and happy, but it was just, it was like everything coming to an end, and I was so grateful to be with those children and the staff. It was just a happy day, just full of celebrating. We had cupcakes, and it was really fun. We did fun activities, and I was just really grateful to have the experience with all of them. I feel like I had great relationships with the kids. You got to see them every day for 8 hours. You got to interact with their parents, so you kind of had a more in-depth personal connection with them. And the children, they were just full of smiles, and they just wanted to have fun, and it was just a great learning experience for me. Some advice I would have some students that are thinking about going to Purdue's College of Education would be to have an open mind with everything. You might come in with a certain mindset, you want to teach this, a certain grade, but that can totally change during all the experiences you have throughout your years here at Purdue. Mine definitely did, and I'm so grateful for it. I had so many experiences. And I made also lifelong friends, and they help you along your journey when you're trying to find yourself and what you like to do. So yeah, just keep an open mind. My favourite parts about being part of the student teacher education program would be that I was able to communicate with all the staff members here at Purdue, and have a clear, concise goal on what I was supposed to do, when it was supposed to be done. It made me feel organised, made me feel confident both inside the classroom and then working on the stuff that you need to work on outside the classroom. There's resources everywhere that I was able to access, and make activities, get ideas. If I felt stuck on something, I was able to go to someone, find a resource. So that was just something that made it so much easier. My top 3 things about being at Purdue would be the friendships I've made over the past 4 years. It's been amazing. I've made lifelong friends. Most of them are in the College of Education. And another thing would definitely be the networking that I've been exposed to here at Purdue. I've been able to connect, with sources outside purely through Purdue's College of Education program, and I've made so many connections with friends, and I can't wait to get out and be in the real world and just be with those connections and see where it takes me in my career. Another thing about Purdue is just the college atmosphere is amazing. I think that especially the sporting life, everyone's together. We all bleed black and gold, so it's quite fun to be in an atmosphere that's like that. I haven't experienced anything like that, back at home, so it's fun. How I balance balance being a basketball player here at Purdue and also being in the College of Education, being a teacher. Honestly, it was about communication with my coaches and staff, and the staff at College of Education were talking to my coaches. It was a great network we had going. They always have communication. I was able to communicate freely with everyone and just being organized and on top of everything. And what they really cared about was my well-being. If I felt overwhelmed, I felt very, comfortable expressing that, and they would help me. So that was something that just, made life so much easier when it got really stressful. But I got through it, and I'm so grateful for everyone being part of that. Being an international student at Purdue, I've learnt so many things that were different from back in Australia to here. More specifically, it's just like, the education, how it's different from back home. And here, we have like elementary school, middle school, high school. Back at home, we don't have that, but we have primary and secondary. So it's just stuff that you just don't think to really, know about. I learned here, and I love it. And being international is different. You get a bit more attention here and there, and you connect with other international students, which I love. There's an international committee that, sometimes I pop into and say hi to everyone. So yeah, that's a little community in itself. But if I had advice for international students coming in, would also be just to keep an open mind and soak in everything, because it is a different culture and college is a completely different world, and it's so much fun once you embrace it. My goals for after graduation, right now I want to stay in Indiana. I want to teach, and I want to keep going further in my teaching journey. I feel like there's more to me than just being a teacher. I think I want to go into some sort of field. That would be great. Maybe come back and learn a bit more from college as well. So that's still up in the air. I'm still trying to figure it out. But definitely after I graduate, I'll go back home, say hi to my family and my friends, and then just kind of go from there.